Shalom Israel. Call Halayim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakaha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the bishops and the elders, and to the brothers, the soldiers of Great Millstone, pushing the truth worldwide to the four corners of the earth, via the internet, via the street preaching, like the Bible said they would. These are the last days. Every time Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai destroys a society or a civilization, he sends his prophets out to warn the people that they're going down. And that's exactly what's happened. That's exactly what's happening. And the Bible is a real book, and our God is a true living power. So praise Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. To the 144,000 men who are going to rule with Yahweh, who are going to rule with Yahweh Shai when he returns. Our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai. His name is not Jesus Christ. His name is not Yeshua or Yeshua. It's Yahweh Shai. Seen? And that means he delivers, or he's the Savior. Seen? And to the men, women, and children that believe in the truth, who Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has blessed, preordained to be the first citizens of the kingdom of heaven, the men, women, and children that believe, who are going to be saved out of here. Bro, I saw a video this morning. The first video I saw was an angel appearing out of nowhere, dog. It came in like he was riding on a lightning bolt, dog. And then it disappeared. No one's talking about that. You know what I mean? We've seen angels before, yo. We know this is true. We've seen UFOs, which are the chariots of Israel. We know that Yahweh Shai is going to show up in a fathership 4 times the size of Earth, bro. NASA confirmed that they seen it. No one's saying nothing. Prophecy popping off. You know what I mean? Chaos is going to ensue just now, yo, because that's exactly what Esau's lining up. And that's what my lesson's on, see? Because, yo, I'm in Canada. We have our own problems. America, yo, you guys got invaded, yo. You guys have all the Venezuelan gangs and prison gangs. You have, the unwanted are in your shit, and it's an on purpose thing. And every severe times, like today, the last thing I heard was some Venezuelan fucking youth kidnapped a 13-year-old girl and brought her to a trailer park and did a ting on her, bro. I'm seeing videos of Venezuelans. Well, they said it wasn't true, but I don't know. There's one side. There's two sides of the story. I seen some Venezuelan mans walking through O Block in Chicago, busting gunshots. Yo, you think niggas in Toronto can walk on the road and bust gunshot, yo, and not have the boy them draw down on you? It's impossible. Like, if you bust shots in Toronto, you got a boogie. These niggas are walking around busting shots and just walking and weren't leaving the scene, dog. America's wild. But maybe last week it started or not just last week, but the stories came out in Aurora, Colorado, that Venezuelans, let me get moving, yo. That Venezuelans took over like some building complexes and, fucking ran out the freaking people who run the building. The first times I heard that they just told everyone to leave or whatever because they're in there. Then I heard they just kicked out the people who really own the place. Who the hell are these assholes? And they're just collecting people's rent, dog. And they're just patrolling, running up in people's houses, demanding money and shit. Police can't do nothing police aren't doing anything about it. The fucking the federal FBI and none of them niggas is doing nothing about it. Whatchamacallit? What do you call them niggas? I can't remember what you call them. I don't know. All I know is America's not doing anything about it. See? That is fucking crazy. It's an on purpose thing. It's gonna escalate. So this is what my shit's about. Then Tutus, they said, yo, somebody said that the Hells Angels are on their way to Aurora, Colorado to deal with the Matas, yo. And I was like, oh shit. Bro, beer days went by and man started saying, yo, dog, it doesn't take beer days to ride to Aurora, Colorado. Even though I seen footage of beer Hells Angels on bikes. Even the Mongols were with them, bro. And they were riding. I was like, oh shit, yo, this might go down. And everyone's bigging up the Hells Angels. This lady's like, yo, you don't fuck with the Hells Angels. That they come, like, that's as American as it gets. That all walks of life are members. You got doctors, dentists, police officers, firemen, garbage men, construction workers, all types of Americans, you know. And we all know, well, if you should know, you know, like the 1% biker gangs, you know, they're outlaws. They don't really, like, it's basically organized crime, yo. I've been watching some shit about organized crime lately. But yeah, they're basically saying, and then a man said, yo, the only way the Hells Angels are going to get involved is if one of those mans fucked with a Hells Angel or one of their family members or their old ladies or whatever. I don't know. All I know is that beer days went by and nothing go on, yo. I didn't hear nothing. And then someone said that there was like some biker rally somewhere. But then I was saying, yo, dog, niggas don't have to come from a different state to deal with it in Colorado. Hells Angels are already in Colorado. There's Hells Angels in every fucking state. There's Hells Angels in Canada, in Toronto. There's biker gangs in Toronto. I see them not all the time, but I see them, you know, often enough. If you're on road and you see niggas on bikes, you look for, you know, the leather vests that they have with their patches on it. I've seen Hells Angels. I've seen other biker gangs. There's a biker gang in my side of the city called Red Devils, you know. And yeah, but that was all cap because nothing go on, yo. And those niggas still have it on lock. But my whole point for this thing is like, yo, bro, let's say the Hells Angels did do a thing. Like, yo, you think Jake could do that? You think Jake can threaten and say, yo, the Bloods and the Crips are on their way to this place and they're gonna do a thing to anyone? Dog, that shit would get shut down immediately. And I was thinking, I'm gonna get to this point. There's a precept that I'm gonna pull out, which is just gonna prove my point. But yo, you remember that pusshole Rittenhauser or whatever his name was, a youth that went to a protest and ended up killing like some people. Like, I think he killed Jake. I'm not sure who he killed. But anyways, he went to court and stuff, got found not guilty, see? I think in the same fucking city or the same am I slanted? I'm alright, beer space. The same state or city, there was a girl, a Jake, and she got kidnapped and she was being sex trafficked. Somehow she ended up killing her captor and they charged her with murder, and she went to court and she got found guilty or some shit. So Kyle Rittenhauser or whatever his name was, got found not guilty, but this Israelite woman who was kidnapped, sex trafficked, and probably in self-defense killed her captor, got found guilty of murder, bro. In the same fucking state that Kyle Rittenhauser got off for murdering some niggas in the streets with a gun, with a rifle or some shit. I say that to say this. Yo, these men can do, these Edomites can do whatever they want and get away with it fucking 9 times out of 10 more times. Seen? Jake can't do that. Jake can't pull up. You think the fucking Crips could pull up and talk about that they're rolling up on a ends to do a thing? Dog. The fucking army would probably show up for those niggas. But I'm gonna get to the point. Basically, it's in like, I'm gonna get the fucking I'm gonna get the precept and read it verbatim, scene. But another point is, this is all planned and organized. This chaos, these migrants, and violence is going to ensue. Even though most of those migrants are Israelites, Northern Kingdom, but the Lord's brought them to Babylon to get judged, yo. And they're gonna be, I think they're gonna be a factor in Jacob's trouble and the shit that's gonna go on before, during, and obviously after Yahushua is gonna solve everything. Today I was driving around and shit was just pissing me off, and I'm like, honestly, the only thing that can solve any of these problems that we have is Yahushua, man. Yahushua is the answer to everything. How is this gonna stop? Yahushua is gonna stop it. Who are going to stop these heathen from doing whatever they want and being in my way and endangering every shit because they're stupid and, they're nonstop, pouring in to my shit? Yahushua is going to stop that, yo. He's going to deal. And I was hyped that, actually, I was like, yo, let the Hells Angels go down there and deal with that. Let's see what go on, yo, but nothing go on. And I seen some next man's in Chicago. I seen a man, I think some Venezuelan migrant, like, stole some lady's purse. And Jake punched him or something and fought him, you know what I mean? So, like, it's a little tit for tat thing going on right now, but it's going to escalate, man. And how did these people come to the country and have shit? Like, they have money. Oh, yeah, because they're getting money from the government. They have guns. All types. You know what I mean? Bro, that must be crazy, man. To be an American and to know that these niggas just came in your shit. And then right around the corner, who's responsible for that? Yo, when a team does bad, the head coach gets blamed. We all know that the president is a farce thing. He's not in charge of shit. But who's to blame? The president and the vice president, And now this bitch is running for president. Hold on, Slakia. Put this kill switch on. Slakia. Make sure this shit's on. Nope. Cool. Man can't start my shit even if he wanted to. Yeah, I was thinking. This is what I was thinking. I'm gonna get to my point. I'm kind of ranting right now, but I'm gonna get to the point. Yo, the person who this is another thing up here in Toronto or in Canada. All these problems are happening, but now the government who's in power, the Liberals, who's Justin Trudeau or whatever, is now in danger of losing everything because everybody wants an election. So the other party, the Conservatives, which is basically like the Republicans, is looking like they're going to win. And, just like in America, the person who let all this thing happen is the Democrats, and fucking Kamala Harris wants to be president. And I was saying to myself, I want Trump to win because I always wanted Trump to be the one who got America deleted, bro. But if Kamala Harris wins, bro, it'll be just as good because just the fact that everyone sees America crumble and seeing her in charge, bro, would be fucking great, yo. That would be I was thinking that earlier. But anyways, this isn't gonna be long, man. Let's just get the precept and just show you what I was thinking about towards this topic. All right. Pre this, yo. Psalm 73, 1-12. Bear with me, man. A psalm of Asaph. Truly, power is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. And the wicked are the Edomites, man. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men. And that's what the whole point. That's what I wanted to get. They're not as in trouble as other men, bro. They could do what they want. This is their kingdom, man. You don't see how politicians and all these fucking higher ups can do whatever they want. They could do as much witchcraft as they want. They can freaking be pedos and freaking freaks. And no one says nothing. Beer scandals can come out. The Epstein fucking list. No, everyone's church mouse on that. No one's even talking about that. Let the had been Jake. The fucking Amalekites can do all type of fuckery, kill off the whole of Palestine. No one's saying nothing. Vocab Malone, I haven't heard from that guy in a minute. I haven't heard anyone say that guy's name in a minute, bro. But he won't say nothing about them. But he's all up on Jake. You know what I mean? Jake says one thing and they're on us. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouths against the heavens, and their tongues walketh through the earth. Yo, bro, you know what happened the other day? What I heard? The Pope said that hell isn't a real place, it's imaginary or whatever, and tried to explain it. We all know that hell doesn't exist. Like the place called hell where you burn forever and the devil's there, and we know that there's no such thing. But they're now saying that shit, and everyone was in an uproar or whatever. You know what I mean? But you won't hear that on the news. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of the full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how doth God know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Only a white organization like the Hells Angels can even threaten to say, yeah, we're running up in Aurora, Colorado. And if they did show up there, what? Then what? Can they run up in those complexes and gun down all those fucking Venezuelan mans? Probably. Would any of them see time? Probably. I don't know. Would the police probably turn a blind eye? Yeah, because there's fucking police officers in the fucking Hells Angels. I remember watching a show called the Mayans MC, and they were always beefing. So there's two like major ones. There's the Mayans, and then there's the fucking Sons of Anarchy scene, and then there's other fucking motorcycle gangs in there. And there was one motorcycle gang that they had to deal with, and all the members of this motorcycle gang were correctional officers, bro, who work in the prisons and shit. So they had the prisons on smash. And I was like, yo, how can you know what I mean? Even police within the police have gangs. I remember there was some corruption charges going, and these police officers had fucking tattoos, like gang tattoos. I can't remember what the name of their gang was, but they were gang members in the police force, and they were all white. So these niggas have gangs, and just like I'm watching a show called Godfathers, the Five Families scene, and there's five families, like the origin of the mafia in America scene, and the commission. Like you've heard these terms, but yo, this is like a breakdown, yo, and they're showing you Wagwan. So there's five families, and and the top men's. So there's rules, and they all had to be from Sicily, and like they say that Sicilians are really Israelites, which is probably true. I don't know. I mean, like we all know there's Italians who are really Israelites. I'm not trying to say the Dons of the five families, like the original Dons, like Lucky Luciano and Bonanno and fuck it, I can't remember the other three. But anyways, it's interesting because it shows you how it starts, and then there's like and how it changed, bro. Because later on, like in the 60s and 70s, the people who were coming up in organizations were American born. So they weren't Sicilian, but they have Sicilian roots, and you have to have Sicilian roots to be in there, to be a guy, like a real guy, to be a made man, and to be a boss of the family. You have to be from Sicily. It's interesting. I'm gonna continue watching. I have like one episode left, unless they're gonna load more. But I'm just saying, bro. And these people were known. Like, even though, yes, they have cases against the mafia and shit, bro, there's beer insiders, and they could do shit that mans can't. Like, Jake can't have an organized crime thing. It would get shut down immediately. Jake can't have anything organized because Esau will shut it down immediately, no matter what it is, if it's good or bad. There's no black organized crime. The closest thing to an organized crime thing was BMF, yo. And they shut that down quick. There's no BMF niggas now. Their five families are still guaning in America. Like, there's still a mafia. And they're still getting through. You don't even hear about them. There's organized crime everywhere. I'm pretty sure there's an organized family in Toronto. Must be. But they said, yo, we can, like, Jake can't organize crime because it's too easy to turn Jake against each other and to be like, like not together, bro. Which is true. But anyways, man, we're not, they can do what they want here because it's their kingdom, but it's all gonna fall, bro. And we're gonna be in charge, fam. Yahushua is gonna be in charge, and it's gonna be righteousness that's gonna reign through the earth, bro. There ain't gonna be no organized crime, and they are gonna be in trouble as other men because there's no way that they can fucking do anything wicked around us, man. We're gonna break them into shivers, fam. Feel me? But yeah, yo, just want to come out, read that scripture, and just let me just say that one more time. The one part that was the point, and drive it home, yo. And then wrap it up. When I get to it, and I'll stop. It said, okay, let's go over it again. Psalms 73, 1 to 12. Well, not 1 to 12. I'm going to go to the point where I wanted to get to. A psalm of Asaph. Truly, Most High power is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped, for I was envious at the foolish. I guess, Jake could be envious of how men's move. Bro, I see Hell's Angels in my gym. And you know how I know that Hell's Angels are? Okay, yo. So the letter H is the 8th letter of the alphabet. The letter A is the first letter of the alphabet. So sometimes you'll see men's with clothing with the number 81 on it. See, that's a code for Hell's Angels. So, yo, there's a man, dog, this guy parks his bike in front of the gym. There's a whole parking lot where niggas park their cars. This nigga parks his bike right in front of the gym. No one tells him nothing. This nigga's in the fucking gym working out, this tall Edomite. And he had a hat on, and a hat on the side said 81. And the next time I seen the next older Edomite, gray beard or whatever, he's kind of big, and he was working out, and his shirt said 81 on it. So I was like, oh shit, these niggas are HA, yo. You know what I mean? And so I Googled this. So I don't know about now, but back in the day, there were no so-called black members of Hell's Angels. It was an all-white organization. And then they started letting in, I think there was like a 1-2 black men's in it. And then they started letting in maybe like some like Hispanic, like Northern Kingdom Jakes in it. But overall, when you see bikers, they're Edomites, man. That's the Edomite thing. I guess, they're down with a 1-2 Jakes. I remember, Sons of Anarchy, the show, okay? There was a one character in it, and so in that show, there's a Jake police officer, and he was trying to get this one member of Sons of Anarchy to work with him and to flip, because he had information on him that his father was a black man. So when you look at him, he looks like a white youth, but like he looks a little off. Like he doesn't look like totally white, but I guess like he passed for a white man. And the police officer said, yo, if you don't help me, I'm going to tell the rest of the Sons of Anarchy that you're really a nigga, yo. And he got all bummy and shit. I haven't seen that show in a minute, yo. Maybe I should rewatch that show. It was all right. Mayans was good. But anyways, it's a fucking racist organization, if you ask me. All motorcycle clubs are fucking racist, if you ask me. That's an Edomite thing. You don't really even see black. I guess in America, the Rough Riders are a motorcycle gang, and that's all black people. But they're just trying to be like fucking Esau, because they wear the fucking leather vests and shit with the patches on the back and shit or whatever. But whatever, man. Organized crime. Esau's thing, organized crime thing. And they don't get in trouble like us. I mean, and we can't do that because they're not in trouble like other men. Because it's in the Bible. The Bible's real. Our God is real, and he's sending his son. All right. Bottom line. That's it. Yasharallah. I have a next lesson I want to do. I'm gonna get it off tomorrow, Lord willing, and then we'll be set up, yo. Wednesday is the Day of Atonement, September 11th at night, at sundown. So ready up for that. And we're going to have our eyes open and just watch. All right. So call Halayim La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bahashim Rakakwadash. The water Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for allowing me to get this lesson off. I hope someone hears it and is edified. And just watch for prophecies, man, and keep praying and just hold it down, yo. All right? Do your part, yo. Play out your lot. Hopefully your lot leads to salvation to 144,000 men and men, women, and children who believe. Yo, shalom. Hold it down, Yasharallah.